What's gonna happen to Mollie? Virgin burner.
Make love with the fire.
How was Burning Man? Where do I even start with answering that question? There is no answer, and it's kind of frustrating trying to explain it because you just can't do it justice. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before, and like I couldn't have written my week if I tried in a million years. This is real life. This is like your wildest, weirdest dreams, and then there's Burning Man. Like when you're in Burning Man and you think about the real world, it's kind of really weird, and then when you're back in the real world like now and you think about Burning Man, it's even weirder. In case you have no idea what Burning Man is and where it is and what happens, Burning Man is a pop-up community that happens once a year. Burning Man is located in Black Rock City in the middle of the Nevada desert, 120 miles from Reno and 6-hour drive from San Francisco on a good day. The festival has been getting bigger and bigger by the year. This year, 2017, around 70,000 people attended Burning Man. Aside from purchasing ice on site, money is not exchanged in Black Rock City. Like, you do not need to take money in there, you do not need to pay for things. It's all about gifting, taking what you need for the week, sharing, and being a community. Burning Man, I swear, is the closest experience you will ever have, or that I've ever had, to life on another planet. There's no signs of life in any direction. You're in a desert, and it's like this desert filled with this really fine dust that kind of just like swirls up as soon as someone drives through it or steps through it or bikes through it. So it's super magical, and you've got like mountains in the background. It is also very intense for many reasons. The weather is intense. The emotions you'll go through are intense. The people you'll meet are intense. Like, it is an intense experience. You will never, in the week that you're there, see everything that there is to offer. You literally just wake up and you're like, I'm gonna cycle over here, and you'll find some camp that draws you in with some mimosas or some cocktails, and then you'll go, it's just Burning Man. Burning Man also offers the opportunity for 1 week-long day of partying and raving. It's 24 hours, 7 days in that week, if that's what you want it to be, which apparently I did. So what personally made me want to go to Burning Man? I think it's because there's this air of mystery around Burning Man. I was just like, what is this place? I need to experience it and I need to know. So yeah, I just booked a ticket. What did I like the most about Burning Man? I know that last year and this year there's been a bit of signal for people with their phones. Personally, I had no signal. I put my phone away, turned it off for 7 days and didn't touch it. Taking your connection to the rest of the world away means that you simply live where you are. You only care and worry about the people around you and your immediate surroundings, which is kind of really beautiful, and like that's a really beautiful way of living. Like, I just want to live in now and enjoy now, and I most definitely did that for my week at Burning Man, so I really enjoyed that aspect. I also enjoyed the no money, no currency thing, because it wasn't about your status or, you know, who you are, what you do. Like, I didn't even talk about anything about my life for a week. It was literally about you, me, music, sunshine, dance floor. I love the whole radical self-expression thing, like whether you're naked or not, or whether you're wearing, I don't know, whatever you're wearing, it's all about embracing individuality and wearing what you want to wear without the fear of being judged. Like, nothing is weird there, so you can literally just do what you want and be who you want. You can just let go and experience utter freedom. I also liked that the whole festival wasn't about the music. Like, normally it's the music and the acts that draw you into a festival, but with Burning Man it's like the whole experience, and then you get there and suddenly you realise your favourite DJ is playing here or whatever, and it just adds to the experience. So like, Burning Man's like up here, and then you add music and it goes up here. Like, I was just out one night, couldn't tell you where it was, but I just heard some of my favourite music and I was like, this is Lee Foss, like, is this just playing or is he playing? Went and explored, and Lee Foss is just playing a set in the desert. Like, it was just like an additional surprise. Another night I was on our bounce car, we'll come on to art cars in a bit, but Diplo was playing. Oh, but whilst we're talking about things that I like, I have to mention Mr. Sandwiches Man. You go out into the desert and you're guided by lights, so you have to like recognise things by lights. It's all like lit up and neon and stuff. But anyway, I was cycling through and I saw this sandwiches sign, and I cycled over and I was like, no way, is he making sandwiches? And he's just rocked up with this massive hat and he's just like toasting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I liked that. There's so many things I liked about Burning Man. The sunrises and the sunsets were the best I've ever seen. A massive part of Burning Man is the dust. Like, you are in the desert and the dust is very fine and it gets everywhere, and you will find yourself just totally surrendering to the dust. It'll be in your skin, in your hair, in your nails, in your nose, everywhere. But one thing I did like was the dust was a great dry shampoo. It gives your hair volume, you can do more with it, and yeah, I really like the dust. So as well as the camp, I'll show you the iconic photo just in case you haven't seen it. That's where everybody camps, but as well as that, the different camps have art cars. So you have no idea probably what art cars are. Art cars can be anything from like a normal car to like a bus to any type of vehicle on wheels, but they kind of don't look like vehicles because people literally transform these things over the course of the year and over the course of like 10 years. They literally just build on them and work on them every year, and they transform them into these creative like masterpieces. I stayed on Camp Bounce and this was our art car. So it has a sound system better than literally any club you've been in. It's got a DJ booth, it's got an area to lie down in, it's got like pods that you can dance off of, it shoots fire out the top. So everyone jumps on and then you just drive out into the desert and you just like pump this music and dance, and then we stopped and we had this massive tarpaulin and we had water sprayers and everyone's like sliding across it, and then you stop for a bit and then the music plays and everyone just comes around and dances. The art cars are basically the music stages. So at Burning Man there aren't like festival stages like you'd expect at a standard festival. The stages are provided by the camps and the stages are the art cars. So you can be cycling out into the desert, you see an art car, you like the sound of that music, you drop your bike and you go and dance, and then you hop on another art car, then you'll get off and you might be a little bit tired and you'll stop and someone's making margaritas under this tree that's been man-made, and each little leaf has got 50 LED lights in it and it's glowing up all these different colours, and then you'll lie underneath it and just like relax for a bit, and then you'll hear some music from another art car and you'll go and jump on that. Like, it's literally madness. I'm finding this really hard to explain. I don't even know if this is making any sense. The art, I know a lot of people think that it's just a place where people get fucked up, but the art is insane. Like, there's so much intelligence that goes into Burning Man, there's so much creativity. My top tips for Burning Man. The Burning Man experience can vary significantly from one person to another. There are so many different ways to experience it. Some people literally go there to party and dance the whole week. There's a lot of holistic practices, so when you arrive you get a what, where, when book, I think it's called, something like that, but like a guidebook with all of the workshops and sessions going on, and there's like yoga and there's like meditation, there's so many things like that that you can participate in. You can admire the landscapes. If you're a photographer or videographer, you can go to town on the most incredible concept ever. So however it is you want to experience Burning Man, whatever it is you desire to do, just make sure you go with people that kind of desire to do the same thing. For example, if you really don't like partying, maybe you like, you know, you like to have a few drinks but you don't want to go all intense and dance all night and stay up all night, then don't go with people that are going to do that, because it isn't the cheapest in the world and it's an incredible experience to share with people, but with the right people. Take way more than enough water. It is hot in the desert. I think this year it was hotter than previous years. Yeah, it's all about radical self-reliance, so you need to make sure you've got everything, and it's always better to take more of everything than less. Burning Man really does take its toll on your hair, on your body, on your skin, on your liver, on your energy levels, and so it's really important to bring the means to combat that. I've included lots of tips and things that I bought and things that I wish I would have bought in my packing blog post and my preparation blog post, all of which I will link in the description. If you are still watching and you're still fascinated by this experience, which I don't blame you at all, I have created a blog post which takes you from start to finish, from booking your tickets to recovering from the experience and everything in between. I will link that in the description. If you have any burning questions that I haven't answered in this video and that you'd really like to know, pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Yeah, Burning Man is one hell of an experience and I am so glad I finally got around to doing it, and if you're planning to go in 2018, I will see you there.
I like me better when I'm with you.